What is up, guys? Thank you so much for checking out another video. Make sure you like this video, you subscribe, and you hit that notification bell so you know when I post new videos. So today we're going to be covering Instagram sellers. This is something I've been asked since I started my Instagram. I've probably got 100 messages asking who do I buy from on Instagram. So I want to cover that and the reasons why you would want to buy on Instagram in the first place. There's actually a couple different reasons why you would want to buy on Instagram. I want to mention a couple things before I get into it. One of them is, in this video, I am not mentioning silver pourers on Instagram, but I will make a separate video on that. So if you got a favorite silver pourer on Instagram, post it down in the comments, and let's see who gets the most comments as the best silver pourer on Instagram. We'll do a separate video on that. Another thing is, I've only gotten a handful of sellers on Instagram. There is a ton, and I mean a ton, of really good sellers on Instagram, and there's absolutely no way that I could get them all on one video. So what I've done is I've gotten a handful. Either I bought from them myself, or they were referred to me by the Silver Stackin community on Instagram as their go-to seller on Instagram. With that being said, I have bonus pages down in the description if you want to follow those guys as well. Make sure you check those guys out down in the description. There's a couple extra guys, let's call them honorable mentions, down in the description. You want to follow as many people as possible, especially if they're selling silver. And the reason why is because you want to see how much things are going for. You want to see the competitive prices, and you never know who's going to sell what and when. So you want to follow as many of these pages as possible. So don't forget to follow the ones in the description as well as the ones I'm mentioning. All right, so why would you want to buy on Instagram in the first place? There's a lot of different perks to buying on Instagram. One of them is you avoid state taxes. So right there, Instagram beats eBay, where you pay state taxes now on bullion. So you could avoid that. Another thing is you're buying from a member of the community, which is something different than buying from a one of those dealers that we all buy from. You're buying from an actual member of the community, another silver stacker, and that sense of community is really, really awesome. Another thing is I consider three things to be the secondary market. The big three is what I call them. There's eBay, Instagram, and Facebook. Now, if you want to start buying like this on Instagram, one of the perks of Instagram is that you can stay anonymous. You can make your own alias, and nobody knows who you are. You can even put your alias on your address. It's pretty discreet. Facebook, you have to use your personal Facebook, and that's one of the reasons why I don't really buy on Facebook. I think I've done maybe one transaction on Facebook. So if privacy is a big thing, Instagram is a good place to be. This is something that I promote all the time in my videos, that you, in one way or another, you need to be involved in the community. And Instagram is that perfect medium between being involved in the community and being able to buy silver and gold at a decent price. So eBay, you're buying at a decent price, right, sometimes, but you're not building any sort of relationship with anybody in the community. And the reason why that's important is because at some point you're going to want to sell your silver. You're going to want to sell your gold. You're going to want to trade. You want to, whatever. You want to make some moves. It's going to be difficult for you if you don't network with other people and start building some sort of reputation with other members of the community. You're going to be limited to who you can sell to. You're going to have to sell on eBay, your LCS, or back to the dealers. And the biggest bang for your buck will be in one of those three secondary market places that I mentioned. And Instagram is the best out of the three for reselling because there's no fees. eBay has 13% fees. Facebook, you lose your privacy. You need to put all your information out there in order to sell on Facebook. So Instagram is a good place to do it. Very important that you establish yourself ahead of when you want to buy. I'm sorry, before you want to sell. So by buying from these sellers, you are actually kind of interacting with the community, and you're building a reputation for yourself ahead of when you want to sell. So that's very important. All right, guys. So enough rambling. That's why you should be on Instagram. But let's talk about these really good sellers. Now, this is just a starting point. I want to mention that again. And there's a couple more in the description. Check those guys out as well. But if there's anybody else that you feel that should be on this list that you have dealt with personally, you could also put those down in the comments for other people to see. So the first one, since he's right there on the front, we got Stackin.nyc. Now, when I found Tommy, he had 1,500 followers. Since then, he has grown to 8,192 followers with 2,468 posts. He posts pretty much every day. All types of stuff, gold, silver, new, old, slab, non-slab, everything. Got some gold backs right there. Got some hand poured stuff. All kinds of stuff. So, as you can see, we got those right there. Those are brand new. Really nice guy. Super personable. Really charismatic. It's a guy that you want to support. He makes you want to support him. Really nice guy. And he's probably the first one. Whenever people ask me, who do I buy from on Instagram, Stackin NYC is usually the first person that comes to my mind. All right, let's move on. The next one is GuidoStackin. I just recently bought something from GuidoStackin maybe about a week ago. He's got 4,316 followers. He posts some personal things to get involved in his personal life a little bit, some funny stuff, but he also posts some serious gold and some serious silver. He's got the COVID-19 rounds. He's got some mole or something like that cooking over here, some Mexican food, rolls of eagles, these beautiful Hercules coins that I love from France, all kinds of stuff, some more gold, and like I said, some funny stuff as well. Really nice guy. Another very personable person right there, with a lot of funny stuff and very well respected in the community. All right, then we got GuidoStackin, my boy, GuidoStackin. A lot of you guys on YouTube probably already know GuidoStackin because he comes in my auctions on Monday nights. He's got 2,262 followers, and this is a prime example of why you would want to get involved on Instagram. He has established himself as a seller on Instagram by buying on Instagram, buying from a lot of people. You gain a reputation and you build a reputation. He has since started doing auctions, as you can see here, selling different packages. He's got a Krugerrand and an eagle. He's got old stuff. He's got new stuff. He's got slabbed stuff. A lot of older stuff. Unique pieces. You got an old Kookaburra right here. All kinds of stuff. 4-hour auction. Really, really good page. He's turned out to be one of the big sellers on Instagram, believe it or not. And that's the way he started, by buying and establishing himself, networking on YouTube and on Instagram. And there you go. So definitely check out my boy GuidoStackin. I have bought from him as well, and could not be happier with what I bought. Then we got, let's see, we got Andrew Corbin. Now, I haven't bought from Andrew, but I've heard of Andrew way back when. And he sells gold, he sells silver, all kinds of stuff as well. Highly regarded in the community. He was one of the people that got tagged a lot in my posts on Instagram. And he sells all kinds of stuff as well. So make sure you check out Andrew Corbin 1 right there. He's got 3,379 followers and 2,623 posts right there, all kinds of stuff. So that's another one you want to check out. Then we got FFC_Texas. Oops. Right there. 1,652 followers, 560 posts, and does hand poured silver, all kinds of stuff. This is one of those silver pours, but also sells other things as well. So not just silver pours, but this is the person that did Storm's 1 ounce or 2 ounce Stormtrooper bar right there. Look at that. So this is where you can buy that, and they sell all kinds of things here. Then we're going to keep going real quick here. General Lawnman. Very entertaining Instagram page right here. Now, adults only, 18 or older for this one, guys. So, General _ Lawnman 613. 2,600 followers. He sells stuff. He does games. He does all kinds of stuff. I don't want to scroll down too much because it might be 18 or older. So we're just going to leave it right here. But hilarious page. Really awesome and very active in the community. Does all kinds of games and raffles and all kinds of other stuff. Make sure you check out General Lawnman 613. Another one is, we're just going to keep going here. Note Collector. Let me make sure that's the one. That is the one. Okay, so 3,700 followers. And they sell all kinds of other stuff. You got General Lawman right there, actually. So keep on going. This is what I mean by that sense of community. They all hang out together and do streams together, live stuff and funny stuff. It's a different community than just buying on eBay, just buying on the dealers' websites. Is a whole different ball game here. So this is another really good seller right here. So a couple other honorable mentions. We got John Fox 12. They're going to be listed in the description anyways. We got Mooney Tucker 1, who is also part of this group with General Lawnman. Fountain City Coin _ LLC, which is another good one. And Royal Coins Houston, which is actually a company, but a really big company. They sell on Instagram as well. So I'm going to put those in the description. And if you got any other ones, make sure you put those down. But please make sure that you have bought from them and the transaction was smooth and they're trustworthy. But this is a really good starting point if you want to get involved on Instagram. And I highly suggest it. You really should be involved with the secondary markets. I do eBay and I do Instagram. That way I keep my foot in the door and I know what's going for what. So what's being sold for what amount. And if you're going on Instagram, also make sure you follow me. GuidoStackin. You got to follow me too, right? So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for checking this out. And if you got any questions, put it in the comments. Somebody will help you. I'll try and help you. And don't forget about those silver pours. The best silver pours on Instagram. That's going to be the next video about Instagram. So make sure you post those down in the comments as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And I will talk to you guys later.